Hey YouTube, it's me, Nessa D. I'm sitting here on a little break outside of the job place, and it is so beautiful out here, y'all. I mean, even though air quality isn't where it should be, it's still early before the sun becomes right over us. And I thought I'd get outside and get a little air because in the afternoon I won't be coming out here if I don't have to. So, I already had my inhaler for today. Excuse me. Yeah, Central California has very bad air quality. At times, we have air quality alerts all the time. So, anyway, I just wanted to come on and say, hey, what's going on? It is June 10th, 2019. I wanted to do a new video. And I have been, if you want to know what I've been doing, I've been, of course, working, learning a lot. I do a lot of mathematics and just decision making and all kind of stuff, and I am having a ball with it, dealing with my clients and things like that. So everything seems to be working out so far. I think I'm learning something every day, and I love it. It could be stressful. There are days it's stressful, but then again, I get bored, so I do like a challenge. Anyway, what was I gonna say? I wanted to say a lot of things, but I only have a little bit of time. Ooh, this one. Hold on, guys. This one always pulls on my ear. But so I have been out with family doing some shopping. I did not get to do weekend of the I didn't get to do outfit of the weekend, but I think what I'll do is I'll put it back on and say this was the and go, this was my outfit for June 9th, blah blah blah. So I have been watching the YouTube streets, and one of the biggest YouTubers that we've all basically know, who's been on recently, is Walter Lee Hampton III. He is I would say, a professional bodybuilder. He's been around for quite a while. We are actually the same exact age. I am 49 this year. I think he's 49 as well. I started watching Walter several years ago. I didn't even know that I had no idea that he was gay at the time. I found out, like, I think maybe the week or so after I've been watching him, and continued to watch him. He was very, very adamant about the pride he had in his life, the pride he had in who he loved, how he loved, and I was just so interested in his life. So I continued to watch him, and as I continued to watch him, I also realized he could become very, very angry. He had a lot of relationship issues going on with his boyfriend Earl, or actually his husband. So I just learned last week that he was actually legally married. He put that on his video that I'm legally married to Earl. So I had no idea they were married. I mean, I'm not surprised, but it was, he decided to share that with everybody. So this last boyfriend, which is, they call him X, Mr. X, that he has of course been doing the chronicles of that relationship. I think he's on number 10. There was a short brief moment where he took it down and put it back on again. Mr. Timothy Blaine, or Uncle Blaine, did do a couple of videos addressing him and addressing the videos as well. He is totally not here for it. He's totally not here for his narrative, for Walter Lee Hampton's narrative. Timothy Blaine, basically told him a thing of three. I don't believe Walter has addressed him, nor does he have to. And I see both sides, but at the same time, we're not living his life. We are not living Walter Lee Hampton's life, so we don't really know the full story or whatever's going. We know what he's giving us and what he's telling us. There are a lot of supporters that he has. I support anyone who's trying to live their best life without hurting other people. That's kind of my mantra. Like, if you're living your best life without hurting other people, do you? My take on it is, like Tim, I do see the pattern of the same type of situation in the choice of boyfriends that Walter Lee Hampton makes. And I kind of compare that to some experiences I've had in my life. I chose, I would say, at least 3 to 4 men that are very similar in their behavior. And then when I discovered that, hey, I mean, I knew this, but when I accepted the fact that I'm the one making this decision on these relationships, no one is making me make these decisions. So I had to take responsibility for my actions and my decisions, and I could no longer, at one point, just blame 100% of the situation on my boyfriends, but I had to also see for myself that I am responsible for my decisions. Of course, Walter has a lot to say, a lot of explanation and reasoning why he continues to be, put in these positions. He basically states that the whole area he lives in are N-words and stupid and idiots, but at the same time, I'm like, how is everyone else stupid and you're the only one intelligent? Like, that's the thing I'm trying to understand. It's like, I get it. I get there are people who behave stupidly, who behave erratically, who behave even deadly. But my question is to consistently say everyone is an N-word, everyone is an idiot or stupid. I'm just, kind of paraphrasing, and not putting your own self in that narrative. Of course, the last few times he spoke, I think he did say it's my choice. I'm the one that makes the decision. But then it goes back to everyone is dumb, everyone is stupid, everyone's an idiot. You idiots, you dummies think this, that, and the other. It's like he's talking to everybody. And of course, he's saying if it doesn't apply to you, then don't, blah, blah, blah. But at the same time, I see where he's just lashing out at the public in general because he's very angry. And it seems like every time he breaks up with someone, it's kind of the same situation. So what? No, my thing is, what can you do? Like, what can you do, Walter? You know, he says he did a whole video or two on, make sure your partner goes with you to get tested. And then as soon as people started that mantra, yeah, make sure, then he turned around and did a video. Oh, you think it's that easy? You think you can make your partner go and get tested? And it's like, but you, in my mind, I said, well, you just did two videos, convincing or attempting to tell your viewers that this is a good thing to do, that if your partner does not want to get tested with you, whether it's male or female, then that's most likely a sign that they're not the right person for you, or they are infected in some kind of way, or they've had some, they've been living recklessly. Right after those two videos, I believe there were two, when people, were stating that and saying in his, in his comments, yeah, if they can't go get tested with you, don't be with them. Then he rebuttals his own video. It's like, are you angry because people also agree? So it's just, I think he lives within his head a lot, like we all do, and he's just trying to figure out life. Just because someone is 49, 50 years old does not mean they have everything figured out. You will never have everything figured out. I'm just discovering so many new talents and abilities that I have, and just a newfound freedom of almost being 50 years old. And I see the mistakes I've made, and when I discover them and accept them, I try to figure out, like, what can I do next to make sure I don't do this again, or what is the alternative. So I understand the frustration, I get it. At the same time, I see a lot of contradiction in some of the things that he says. I just hope that he becomes happy with himself, inwardly, spiritually, emotionally, even physically, and that he meets someone who is also genuinely happy with himself, inwardly, spiritually, emotionally. I know that he is very much against anyone who believes in God. He has said a lot of, I'm going to have to be honest, violent things against people who believe in God, and what he will do to someone if they come up to him preaching or carrying a Bible. And it's just, that part I haven't figured out. Like, I haven't been able to analyze that. In my novice understanding of psychology and spirituality. However, my thing is, his chronicles are very excitable. They're very interesting. I like watching his show. I don't agree, of course, or feel good about the way he talks about African American people, because it's as if he sets himself aside from everyone else, and then everyone else is like this, and he's perfect and he's this. So that's how I see it. I'm sure he probably does not see it that way, or then again, maybe he does. I don't know. But I am concerned about his, I would just say what his next move will be. I don't think that he's going to stay single. I don't believe I'm not opening the door again scenario. I think he's just angry right now. And he's trying to figure out what he's going to do, and he's going to have to test again to make sure that he is HIV negative. And he is back on his Truvada. He talked about that too. And he is talking a lot more about Earl, even though they're separated at this time. They've had domestic issues. It has been police issues. I have a feeling that he is starting to think about compromising and getting back with Earl. I personally don't think he should do it. I've been there, done that. I've given my former partners chances, knowing that they're exactly who they are and I'm exactly who I am, and we do not belong together. So I know it's confusing for him, and he's hurt and he's angry, but we'll see what happens. I wish him the best, whatever he decides to do. But yeah, y'all, that's all I got time for right now, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye.